Hi, comic book fans. Welcome to the Geekly Weekly Show. We do have a special show this evening. Mr. Mike Barron of Nexus and Punisher and Flash fame will be joining us around 9 o'clock tonight. Until then, you've got to put up with me and Bill and the chat, which has already started. We've already had Bill has got a very big Nexus. He's always telling that. He says the biggest Nexus is in Texas.
That's right. All my Nexus live in Texas.
Yeah.
To quote the song by George Strait.
Evening, Terry.
This is huge. On sale, even on sale with $100 off, it was still $200.
What?
Yeah, Blanca gave this to me.
Bill, can I say that? I didn't see it.
It's enormous.
Yeah.
It is, and it's got.
It's a Texas-sized one.
It is. Isn't it beautiful? The artwork.
I see the cover. I missed seeing the cover. Oh, very nice.
And the back cover is even just as good, if not better.
Yeah, lovely.
Isn't that nice? Steve,
right. Okay, let's answer some questions.
Okay.
Biggie vs. KFC has update on my UK only grading service based out of Luton Town. Day 35. Mark has yet to send me a book. I may be eating jellied eel for supper tonight. Go on, you have all the luxuries you do, Biggie verse.
Jellied eels, lovely.
And much better than KFC, mate. Yeah, sorry, I haven't sent you a book yet. No.
Jellied eel is better than jelly bellies or jelly babies, right?
They're both
babies
good.
are nice as well.
Yeah, they're both good.
Babies. Yeah. Jelly babies suck. I'd
rather Bill, you got it the wrong way around. You suck jelly babies.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You suck all the sugar off the top of them. The icing sugar off them.
Oh, Colin is asking me to show my song. If he's very nice, I might show you my song. Have you guys seen my song?
No.
Yes. Yeah, go for it.
I have not.
Yeah, I'm going to show you my song. You've asked for it.
1774 Superman. Have you shown 1974 Superman? No, we haven't. Hi, Matt.
Suddenly comics, comic and indie, vintage and modern. We have them all. Suddenly comics.
Gotta start drinking on this one.
Suddenly comics slapped near mentor readers. We have them all. Suddenly comics. Suddenly comics. Pence or cents. We have them all. Suddenly comics. Suddenly comics. And swords. We have them all. Suddenly comics. Suddenly comics. Suddenly comics. We sell them all.
Yay!
And what you don't know is that's Mark's niece.
Yeah,
She's an AI niece.
No charge.
More than I needed to hear.
Yeah. Right, just let me switch my lights on. Chat amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
Okay. Terry, what's going on, bro? You got anything to show?
Yeah, well,
Mofo?
Mr. Biggie Mac wants 1974 Superman.
Right, and if you misbehave, I'll play it again.
He's preempted us. He's preempted us.
Who has?
Superman 1974.
Oh, right, we've already got your selection.
Yeah, it's asked for that.
Who picked?
Yeah, asked very politely. The immortal Biggie Mac.
But
Okay.
I have a song for it. Superman,
link you.
1974.
Hang on a minute, Stephen. What?
Superman, 1974.
Brilliant!
Okay.
It's all the best songs
Thank you.
tonight.
It's all the and original songs we might add.
Original, exactly. I wrote that.
Did a fine job. You're at least Ringo status in songwriting.
Do you reckon?
I reckon.
I'm just getting you a link, Stephen.
Nexus of all realities isn't a Florida swamp. It's in San Antonio, Texas. Hashtag giant sized man thing.
Wait. What are you saying about my town?
I think Carl might be having a go at you, actually, but reading between the lines.
What does it say?
The nexus of all realities isn't in a Florida swamp. It is in San Antonio, Texas. Hashtag giant sized man thing.
Well, that is my nickname. Sorry.
What thing?
Again, everything is
Yeah.
bigger than Texas. You know, even my giant sized man thing. But
I was bragging again.
Yeah, so let me just say real quick. Next Thursday, we're gonna have Mike Barron in the store here. That's part of why I wanted to kind of promote it. And we get a lot of people that watch the show after the fact. So I'm hoping between now and then there are people that are somewhat in the general area. And since I have friends that watch the show from the general area, I'm hoping, we'll get a few more people in, because he's the reason he's only going to be there Thursday is he has to fly into El Paso on Friday to do El Paso Con.
Oh.
So, the man, the myth, the legend. What's up, Collector 6?
It's another day in beautiful Portland, Oregon, and I'm certainly everywhere around the world.
It has been a nice day here in the UK.
It's been sunny here for the first time in a week. So
yeah, it's rainy here.
Bill, you've got your chance now to do your promotion.
Yeah, it's been so nice. I've got washing in.
Ladies and gentlemen, another fine episode brought to you by Purple Haze from the.
We've been sponsored by Purple Haze for 3 years now.
For 3 years now, and thank you, Abita. They still haven't sent us a cent, but I've enjoyed drinking beer anyway. So there you have it.
Mark After Dark show. That sounds good, actually, doesn't it? I could have the lights.
Oh, I like Mark After Dark. That works for me because it is after dark there, not so much here.
Tan.
But Steve, we're gonna have Mike Barron on the show in just a few minutes. So
good. I saw that you had the guest. Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming. He's gonna be signing at the store next week, and we're really excited about it. But we're gonna. So he's writing Axicab now. He'll be writing the next 6 issues. That's Phil's comic. The first issue has sold out. Not the variants. There's still a few variants out there, but the comic itself sold out its print run of about 2,500. So that's not bad these days for. But it was through Antarctic Press, and Antarctic Press is currently the 4th largest publisher in the United States. So they're based here. They're based here in San Antonio. Yeah, they do a lot of international comics. So they were the first to kind of start doing anime oriented and manga style with Mangazine, which started in 1983 or 4. So they've been around for over 40 years and been done.
God, isn't that startling? You say 1983, and it's 40 years ago.
It's 40.
That just doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't track.
No, it's 43. It's actually 43 years ago now. That's
never been Bill
startling. But yeah,
no, but he's right. 83 is over.
Terry, I'm awfully glad to see you. I hope everything is shaking on schedule for you.
It's not too bad, thank you. But
Thank you. I'm very, very pleased to see you, and I was very distraught. I'm certain you were too, but I was very distraught to hear that. Everybody, everybody had lots of. You won't believe this, but we all had very, very nice things to say about you and wished you well. It is science fiction, I understand, but nevertheless, when one of ours takes one on the chin, we have to circle the wagons, and the wagons were definitely circled for you.
thank you very much.
They were indeed.
I've got another couple of weeks to find out the results, so we'll see. Do you want to see these books before Mr. Bolton turns up?
Yes.
Baron, not Bolton.
Baron.
Sorry, Baron. I do apologise.
Michael Bolton is next week. He'll be singing the entire.
Michael Bolton.
Sing, is he?
Michael Bolton is doing my next song. How did you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark, about that song that
Honey
girl is singing,
covered.
what the hell is that? Where is this coming from? Mr. Oldroyd, I mean, honestly, I mean, that is, okay, anyway, I'm sorry, Terry, go ahead.
Right. So we wanted Superman 1974. So here we go. Number 271, January cover date. Who is the man who murdered Metropolis? Here you go.
Thank you, Colin.
So
Big hand cover.
One of those big hand covers.
There's a lot of big hand covers, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's quite a few.
And then we have a DC 100-page giant, number 272 from February. Special all magic issue.
I bought that off the stands as a fourth or fifth grader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
nice.
those are still 50 centers. Yeah, those are great.
I wonder what made them decide suddenly to do a giant in the, just as a normal issue. I wonder
Well,
who's
I'll tell you what happened. What happened was that they had quit doing their cash cow, which were the 80-page giants, and they were trying as prices went up, they were trying to create something that would be a good price point for people. And they came up with the 100-page giants, which and for a long time they didn't even have ads in them, and they had a front and back cover, and that was from, I believe, 71 to 73, or early 73, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there's only got an advert, unfortunately, on the back of that one. Right, number 273. You're not number one in our book anymore. We've got a new superhero in town. So there.
Again?
Wizard with the Golden Eye.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Golden eye.
Oh, dear.
Just one
It's no good. It's no good, Stephen. Trying to audition for my next video.
You can't afford me.
This one is Superman doing his impression of elongated man. Reader, help me! I can't hang on much longer. Save me from being pulled through the earth, or you will be next.
Oh, that's a good one. Has he turned into elongated man?
That's what I said. He's trying to do an impression of one.
Yeah.
Who's pulling him through the earth?
I don't know.
Gravity, I think, but working in the opposite direction.
That's a Nick Cardy cover, by the way.
Yeah, it's true. I think they all are, actually.
No, I saw a Kurt Swan cover at some point.
Yes, you're right. No, yeah.
This is
No,
the municipal episode.
That's Nick Cardy as well.
What?
This one's signed.
Yeah, but I thought the one with the golden eye was Kurt Swan.
I don't know.
Show it again.
Possibly.
I'll tell you.
The head doesn't look like a Kurt Swan, the Superman head.
Nope,
No, it doesn't.
Nick Cardy. I stand corrected. I didn't look close enough.
What we got there? Right.
Mr. Atkinson.
This
Hey,
is
man.
Lola Barnett.
Long time no see,
Bringing
man.
you an electrifying exclusive. The world's greatest hero has had it. He's thrown away his career.
Again?
Yeah.
Now that's Kurt
Yes,
Swan.
man.
That is Kurt Swan.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Cardi.
No.
No, that's more like yeah, that's a Kurt Swan head by the looks of it. Right. The story you thought we'd never dare print. The fight to decide the superhero championship of the world.
Oh, Captain Marvel.
So it was originally supposed to be Captain Marvel, but it wound up being Captain Thunder, and then they wound up saving the battle between the two for a one of the what do you call it, the really large ones, like Superman versus Muhammad Ali, the limited edition. No, what do they call
Treasury editions?
Treasury editions, yeah.
Next, we have the July issue, number 277. And this is one of those old cliche covers. Clark Kent, I'm going to prove you're Superman because he wouldn't let me die. So I'm going to jump out a window and see.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's cliche time.
Ooh.
All right.
So the billboard saves him.
Now we have another 100-page giant, number 278, August cover date. This one had a brand new story in it as well.
Very funny, Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle, that's really hilarious.
What's his name? Always Kurt Swan head.
Terra Man.
Yeah.
See, they changed in 74 to 60 cents. And I believe they went through maybe 75, early 76, and then they killed it.
And now Batgirl's falling out the window, not expecting to be saved. No, don't save me, Superman. Save Metropolis.
Ooh,
That's a beautiful cover.
that's a good cover. I've not seen that one before.
And definitely Nick Cardy.
Yeah.
Hardy Cardy.
And then we have number 280, October cover date. If it's the last thing I do, I'll get you for this. Jewel of the Diamond Demons.
Jewel of the Diamond Demons. Next in Superman.
Have they turned him into Diamond?
Yeah, half of him.
Like you do.
And then we have 281 November, A Life for a Life, Superman. My wife was murdered, so I killed Lois Lane.
Uh-oh.
She's dead again.
Zardoz.
That does look like Zardoz,
No,
doesn't it?
they took that character from Zardoz. I've read that before.
Have you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that came out the year before in 73.
I tell you what, there was a
Okay.
lot of falling. There was a lot of falling in 1974. And the last issue, number 282, Superman's gone mad. Instead of arresting me, he's killing me. I'm thrown in from the top of a plane.
Another Cardi cover. That's great. I love Cardi's falling people.
And that
always
is
look
it for
real,
1974. Thank you for your choice.
Oh, that was a pretty good year. Sort of 7 out of 10, I think.
Okay. Thank you, Mark. Nick Cardy will appreciate it.
Yeah, I quite like Cardi, but I prefer him when he's doing Bronze Age horror.
Or Aquaman.
Or Aquaman, yeah. It's all Teen Titans. In fact,
Or Teen Titans.
he's
Yeah.
least good on Superman, I think.
I
It's
still
possibly
regret.
because he makes Superman look quite small, doesn't he? In some cases.
Rather
Boy,
smooth.
wow, you're on today. We don't know what you're on, but you're certainly on today.
It's like I recently picked up the Kirby run on. I picked up a whole run of Kamandi, and Kirby stopped doing the covers at about issue 30. Ooh, we're getting some boobies.
Very nice.
What suddenly led us
Make
to,
Steve
led
big.
us
Yeah, well done.
led us to having some lady covers.
Steve's wife
a
just
few.
left the shop.
Just a few before the guest arrives. I have some other art I put up too, but this one has popped very nicely. Here is a very recent Bruce Timm.
Red Sonny.
Is that actually Bruce Timm or a copy Bruce Timm?
No, Bruce Timm.
It is actually Bruce Timm.
I do like that crow behind you. It's really nice.
Thank you. That was a fellow that basically doctored it up too. It's a poster. I can't remember the fellow's name, but very, very, very good artist. And it's part of his Kickstarter. This
wow.
is a very high-grade copy of Crypt of Shadows number
That's
2.
nice. Very nice. Yeah.
This has the National Diamond insert in it.
Oh, as opposed to Mark's Jewelers?
A pleasure.
Yes. You know what the National Diamond is, don't you, Bill?
No.
It has the lingerie ad right on the back side of it, so you have the gems, then the lingerie.
I did not know that. That's
Very
amazing.
rare.
Very
I've
rare.
never seen it. I've never seen
I
it.
think Bill's only pretending he didn't know about the lingerie.
Yeah,
Well,
he
no,
wouldn't
National
I know
National
about
Diamond
lingerie,
is
I just don't know about
National Diamond is a rarer one than the Mark Jewelers.
Oh, yes. I've never seen one. Oh, there you go.
That's a beaut. Mark's Jewelers?
Is that a new one you've got, Stephen, or have you had that for some time?
Relatively recent. Recent. I actually have purchased a bunch of these in slabs to formalize the grades for my collection, so I don't keep rebuying them to find another. This is a VF plus. It could be hot pressed higher and all that stuff like that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Adam Hughes.
Well.
You heard about Adam Hughes?
Yes, sadly.
Whoa, what's it? No, I haven't heard anything about it.
Just had a mass
Colon
removed.
cancer.
Oh, is
Oh,
it? Crap.
flipping heck.
That's horrible. Such a great talent, too.
Well, it's not a death sentence necessarily.
It's a tough one.
No, but it's some serious shit. Sorry, I had to say that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I said that. I really am.
This is signed by you know who, Chris Claremont. He's the one that defaces the trade dress every time.
Yeah, every time.
And that's an awful signature.
It is his.
It's yeah.
Yeah, but he could have come up with something better. He's an artist.
Well,
No, he's not. He's a writer. Claremont.
Well, actually, okay, but he should have an artistic temperament.
this is a double cover.
Oh wow,
Oh, that is great.
that is great.
Great color strike.
Very good color strike.
Oh, they're nice.
Yeah.
It's in lovely condition, isn't it?
This one is the last Bernie Wrightson in Swamp Thing, and it is signed by Bernie Wrightson.
Oh,
Wow.
Now I'm jealous because I've got a Len Wein signed one, but I haven't got a Wrightson signed one.
I have something to show that relates to what you just showed whenever you're done.
Beauty.
Yeah, it's nice. Neil Adams.
Gorgeous.
That's a very late one, isn't it?
40 center.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
the Zuniga?
I can't see. I don't see his name.
Or Newbridge?
Louis Dominguez.
Oh, okay, Dominguez. Okay.
I defer to Mark on these.
Dominguez did quite a few covers for Charlton as well. Oh, now
Yeah.
that's really nice. Oh, that's a Joe
That's
Kubert
Neil,
cover.
that's Neil Adams, isn't it? That's
That's
Neil
No.
Adams.
Kubert.
No?
No,
Okay,
that's
but-
not Adams.
That's Kubert.
Oh, that man, just that old man there looks very Neil Adamish.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Oh, that's a
really-
great one. Yeah.
There's two robots for robot horror comics. That's one of them. There's another one in Witching Hour.
Oh, wow. And then there's GI Robot.
Yeah, on that one.
Yeah.
You have this one, Mark?
I do have that one. It's
Yeah.
I've got the full. So I've got all of those.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Uh,
that
well.
remind you of a punk?
It does. It's very punky.
Punk flyer.
Yeah,
for a
because of
concert
the-
or something. Yeah.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
And I think it's the beautiful, beautiful book.
One of the very few photo covers at DC. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Bloody hell. That is really nice.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
No, I've never seen her.
Bloody hell.
I've never seen her in
Well,
white
right.
before either.
Is there any other kind of hell than bloody hell? I've never heard of any.
I don't know. I've never been.
Thank God for that.
Well, no, I've never seen her.
Yes,
in white.
we
I've never
we
seen
have
her in
Hell's
white.
Teeth.
Yeah, teeth were nice. Oh,
What's that?
White Widow.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The double D of that cover.
That's
That
funny.
is that
That
is
funny.
the
Wow.
that is Phantom Lady 14 by Shane McCormick in
Oh
Ireland.
yes, I have a double cover on that Elvira. Thank you for reminding me, Kyle.
Elvira. I believe it's Elvira.
No, it's
Thank you very
Elvira.
much.
Yeah,
I
oh,
appreciate I appreciate the King's English or the Queen's English more than the King's English, but I
Steve-
believe it is Elvira.
Oh, yes.
Steve, they gave me shit
Zoe.
the other day for calling him Thanos, and they go, "No, it's Thanos." And so, I don't know.
They
but
say Heb because there's an H on the front of it, isn't it?
it must be Thanos. Yes, exactly.
That's fun.
This is the Scott McFarlane certificate of authenticity.
Yeah.
Just a nice copy of this one.
That's a good one.
Can you tell me what the importance of this book is? Besides
First pairs
me.
of Alpha Flight. Yeah. It's great, and the next issue is really great too. Oh, that's a beaut.
Where have you got
I've
these
just
from,
picked up.
Where have you been having a massive shop at my comic shop, or have you been randomly buying stuff on eBay?
No. This has been auctions. These have been
Okay.
comic auctions.
Okay,
great.
Astonishing auctions. Predominantly. I bought a set. I bought a bunch of very high grade early Hulks from 103 up to around 120. Some absolutely breathtaking books.
That's nice as well. Oh, you'll get Colin going now.
Oh, that's beaut.
That's cool.
Greg Horn. And this one is bizarre. This is the Panini copy from Germany. Panini, which does some very interesting stuff. Signed by Greg Land. Italian edition, Land variant cover. Virgin foil. How many more descriptors can we have?
Yeah, I know.
Evidently many more. I mean,
All it
Those
needed
Mex-
to say
Those
was
Mexican
there was
foils are
bullshit.
really funny because I've got quite a few of them, and I try and sell them on Whatnot, and it's exactly that. You go, oh, it's this, and it's this. It goes on forever.
yeah, if your listings take a hell of a lot more time.
Yes.
These are both Mark Jewelers.
Mhm.
Yes, the Florida hippopotamus cocaine massacre.
That's supposed to be really good. I haven't read it. It's supposed to be really funny.
Here's a very nice copy of this one.
That's one of my favorite Captain America covers.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think Hulk looks magnificent in that.
it's one of the best Stranko covers too,
Yeah.
by far. We have one signed in the store in an 8. And
This go ahead.
with the fill tax, the owner, we call it a fill tax because certain things will go way up on, and there's a hefty fill tax on that one in the store. I'm kidding, Phil, if you're watching, but
You know you're not.
oh, go on.
I'm not.
No, I don't. Unfortunately, I do not have any Mexican Spider-Mans. I'm afraid. I would want one. The
I've been looking
creature.
for 'em.
Is it the creature from the Black Lagoon?
It is. Tis.
Steve, do you own the Gwen Stacy Peter Parker marriage issue of the Spanish Spider-Man?
El Sobre. No, I do not.
I would love to have a copy of that, but they've gotten extremely ridiculously expensive lately.
If I have the money, I don't like Spider-Man enough to pundle that amount of money towards it.
Right.
I will buy a Target of Opportunity episodically, but I will not. I do not seek those because there are a lot of other books that I would rather have
Correct.
than
I can
than
understand.
for that kind of money.
Yeah. Oh, that's a gorgeous
Hey,
book.
that 242 you just showed, you've got a slabbed one of those, about an 8 or
It's the
something.
Black Terror.
This is issue number 11, which would be the third appearance of the Black Terror in Exciting.
Now,
'Cause-
why is there another guy also dressed as the Black Terror?
Because
That's
that's
his
his sidekick, Tim.
I love the 66 pages.
I
of
didn't know he had a
black.
sidekick.
They've got to beat the 64 pages, haven't they? So they give you the two
Look,
extra.
look at how bright this cover is.
That's
Very good.
gorgeous.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh, and a beautiful desk.
Hey, Steve, have you ever bought from Worldwide Comics? They're actually based here, and they have a lot of the stuff you love. And we went to their facility, Blanc and I, not too long ago, and it's their house, but they have a 17,000 square foot store, or what do you call it? Facility with a 3-story elevator, and it's amazing.
Sounds like high overhead, more expensive books. Sounds like
No.
more expensive books to me.
No, he has 2 million books on site. He has a lot of Harveys, but he bought a bunch of what do you call the copies that they keep?
File copies.
File copies. Has bought these huge auctions of file copies. So he has just beautiful copies of pretty much any book you want. But it's a huge enterprise, and real actually not a lot of overhead, but he pushes out a lot of books. That's great.
This
That's
Wings Wings came out July 25th of 1944. This is an Okajima copy of this book.
Wow.
This
Did it
is
come
the
from
Okajima copy.
It came from Okajima?
This is from the Okajima Pedigree collection.
Who
This is
was
when they were
Okajima?
incarcerated in Arizona. They were.
Oh, yes, I have heard of that one. That's amazing. And
It
the
is-
condition is crazy.
Yeah, most of them are in very, very good shape.
Wow.
I have a couple 3 Okajimas, and the story behind it is very a sad day in the United States. There were spies and people of Japanese descent that were here that were indeed spies, but they basically swept up all of these people and destroyed their businesses, sold them for a song, and ruined. I mean, the Okajima kids who were basically juniors or seniors in high school, and they were incarcerated for the entire duration of the war in Arizona. It was very bad, and they bought comics, and here they are shooting down, Germans and Japanese planes and things like that, and here they are, Nisi Americans, basically Americans, incarcerated, imprisoned because of their looks. It was really a bad time. My breakfast cook at the Imperial Hotel had been incarcerated with her mother, and they had a flower shop here in Portland. And when they left, of course, the whole thing went goodbye. The property was gone, everything. And during the 80s, when Mr. Reagan was president, then he wanted to honor and get reparations for the poor Japanese Americans that were incarcerated, which they really did deserve it because they were wrongly, total suspension of rights. And so her name was Grace. And she said that we would talk about this because, of course, I'm about history. And she was talking about how she hoped that her mother would live long enough to get the award that was coming to her, because it dragged its feet through the House and the Senate, which is, of course, what always happens.
Yeah.
And sadly, she did not live long enough to get that. But Grace did get hers. All her mother was going to do was just give it to the children. And to her children, because she said it was one of those things that occurred. But they collected comics very, very they cared and were very careful with their comics. And they basically they went back to their family farm in Fresno that they still had. And that's where all the books went to, and then were discovered in the 70s. And that's when they started to kind of dribble out and what have you here and there. And then they had a big auction about it, and then and the story came out, and it was just sort of there. There were quite a few in the collection they had.
Now, Stephen, this I have heard you talking about this before. How do you prove the provenance of that? Have they got numbers on them or something? Did they write?
Well, yeah, up there at the top, you see
Yeah.
the S4 or whatever it
Yeah.
is. That's
Yeah.
the code and the date, the writing of the date. I mean, the style, the font. I mean, the way the person wrote it.
Yeah, yeah.
That there's no, I mean, it is, and there is a gal named Karen. There was a site, Karen's Pages. I don't know if she's taken it down now, where she figured out which Okajima brother and sister it was. They had it wrong for a long time. She figured out who it really was, and as a result, she actually found all the Okajimas she could find, and she set up a chart wherein she basically those code numbers correspond to months and years.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, this is easy because it's July 25th of 44. So the code number on that corresponds to the code that was in the PX or whatever it is, the prison store, if you will. And there's a list of the types of comic books that they were able to buy. And then they basically accumulated all these and were allowed. I mean, they took them all home with them, and then kept them. And so that's how the whole thing went. There are the thing about prisoners of war, when you talk about in the Second War about barbarism, how it was, the survival rate in a Japanese prisoner of war camp was a little under 30%. And in the Germans, it was the reverse. It was like 77% that had her survival rate. So the Germans were far more tolerant of prisoners of war than the Japanese were, because there's a whole losing face and you're not worth anything and anything else, or a lot of that. And a lot of the things that they did going towards Corregidor when they had the Bataan Death March, where they were killing them as they went. They just, they would do anything they wanted to them because they had lost face, and in their eyes, they weren't worth anything. That cultural difference was a horrific thing, which is one of the reasons why a lot of the stereotypes in the World War II propaganda books were particularly vicious against the Japanese because of the way they actually were. And that's just history. And then one of the things that they would do, and you saw this with the sledgehammer, the Marine, that what the Japanese would do, as if they would have their last charge, or the banzai charge, or if they knew that the jig was up, and they would come out of their pillboxes and charge them. But they would always do it without their pants on, because evidently the thing was that for some reason that there was some, I don't know what the hell it is, but they would basically have everything hanging out when they were about to get zapped. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. But when you see pictures of those, that you will see a lot of times, you go, where are their clothes? And evidently that they did it themselves. I don't understand it. I'm sure that there is some historical thing for that. You generally don't hear about that very much. But for the poor Okajimas, this was a very sad day. But here is a guy named Tricky Trapster, who was an artist. And here he did, he had a signed Bill Morrison blank, and then he drew the picture.
Did a good job.
And here's
That's
one that
awesome.
he did on Witch Plate. And then lastly, there were some covers that came out that were turned down for comic books, and they had test shots, and this guy got a hold of them and then was selling them, and then was enjoined to not do that because these were covers that were rejected because they were perhaps too ribald. For example, here is a Bruce Timm Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, wow.
Of course, they ended up with you, Stephen.
Well, I'm
I
not the
know.
only
Who
one.
could we
There were.
possibly sell our comics that are too ribald to?
Well, I don't know. I only for historical purposes and research.
Of course. These are great. Now explain how these ended up with you.
My friend Matt Taylor, MT, found out about these, and I had found one, and then he said, I have 3 that I managed to put together over a long period of time, and then I talked him out of them. And that's how I got them. And then there was another guy in Astonishing who was one of the first guys to discover them, who had a few and decided to sell his, and I got his too. And that's the reason why, for example, here is a black cat with Spidey peeking in.
Yeah, a lot of steam in the right places.
Here is a Harley Quinn they wouldn't do.
I'm not surprised.
Here's another black cat they didn't do.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this one I think is rather interesting. Here is an actual DC cover that they didn't do, where she's got a wedgie.
I like that.
So anyway, though these were rejected because of what they are, and it was
Are those artist proofs then?
well, they're artist proofs. They're concept drawings that they whapped out of maybe a dozen or something for the people to see, whoever was in charge. It's a very odd story, but I'm not so brittle as to not enjoy history.
Well, I'm sure we can put the Okajima ones into that category. I'm not sure about the latest ones.
Well, the Okajimas, the whole Okajima thing, it was quite a thing actually. So, but anyhow, I relinquished the field. I cede the field.
Right. Okay. I have some stuff to show.
To the
before,
field. Can
Oh,
I
wait a
show
minute.
these
No,
real
Bill's
quick?
got some stuff. Hang on. We go. Going to Bill.
Hey, Steve.
Yo, I have a warehouse find of 2 of those that are 9/8
Wow.
in a great cover. I don't have
Great.
that. I have a nice copy of that, but not a great cover.
And this is the second character by Marvel to start out gray and to then be retconned as another cover. Here's his first purple bluish veneer.
He looks still grey to me.
And he's
Yes.
hold on.
Oh, okay. He's got. All right. Yeah, he's gone sort of deepish colour grey.
So very
He's
interesting. These are extremely hard to find in Canada and UK, I hear, and I'm not sure why. They might have.
We'll have to ask Lyle. He'll know.
Well, Lyle, tell us.
Colin wants to look after your unpublished covers for you. Just as a
That's
service.
nice. Thanks, Colin.
Free storage.
That's all I got. I just wanted to show those real quick.
Thank you. They're beautiful.
You bet, bud. You bet. Mark, what you
Yeah,
got?
I've in auctions in the last few. I like buying rare things. And I will sell them on. And I managed to sell. I think I showed it probably a couple of months ago. I got a pretty rare British UK girls comic with the free gift from 1974, and I put it on eBay at 200 quid, and it sold on Monday. And I'm going to show you this because this I think I might have the only remaining copies of these. This is a girls comic from 1955, British comic called
It's a
Marilyn.
newspaper.
Yeah, it looks like a newspaper, doesn't it? It's called Marilyn. there was a guy who did a book on British romance.
Make
comics.
yourself big, Mark, so we can see it.
Oh, sorry, yeah. And he said he thought there were no remaining existing issues of Marilyn 1 and 2. I've got both, and issue 2. And I got these from a guy who bought them from the publisher. Who bought the publisher when they closed down. He bought all their trade copies. So these are the trade copies, effectively.
Do you call that a comic book, or do you call that a newspaper? Do you call it an insert? What do you call that?
Yeah, it's a girl's comic.
That's
this
great.
one.
Yeah, I think is that an adjacent comic? I mean, that's not really a comic book, is it? It's a newspaper section.
Tabloid.
No, it came out as it didn't come with a newspaper. It came by itself.
But it wouldn't be called a comic book. We never called them comic books over here anyway. Just called them comics.
Fair enough. That makes sense, and that's
Funny
accurate
books.
Yeah.
too.
Funny books.
That number 2, unbelievably, from 1955, I've got the free gift that came with it. Gypsy Zena's Hand of Destiny.
Wow.
Never. I think this is one of one. I've never. I can't find anything anywhere. The only reference I could find to this was a guy who wrote a book in 1994 saying he didn't think there was any of these left. So they might be the only 2 issues of Marilyn from 1955.
Mark, is it hot where you live?
Hot.
Is it cold, or is it hot where you live?
So we're into early spring, so it's a bit variable. So we're varying.
I was just wondering if your ears were cold because you have red heaters going on your.
I knew there was a joke coming. I just knew it.
Are you? Alan was asking whether you were going to be an air traffic controller. I mean, this is quite an outfit you've got on here. Are you? You're very fancy.
Look,
I just have my head open to the air with a microphone. You've got headphones and a microphone, and is your chopper warming up out in the backyard or something?
You didn't know this, but I do double as a helicopter weatherman over London. So I look over London. I go around the M25 and sort of report on the traffic conditions on the M25.
Oh dear, the M25. Look at the M1, terrible crash. It must be British. There's some sort of a Polish vehicle of some sort. Okay, moving along.
Right.
It's working better than it did last week, though, isn't it? You can actually hear me.
Okay. Oh, you can actually hear me this week. Yeah. This
Clearly,
is the last. The only reason I've got these on is because my speakers failed, and I'm waiting for new speakers to arrive. So the only way I can actually hear, I could actually speak to you using my normal microphone, but then I wouldn't be able to hear what you were saying, which may be an advantage most of the time.
You look very official. You're getting ready to call the match. Oh, there's a sticky wicket. Look at it there. Thompson comes to the plate, has his pedal ready to go. Underhand, what does it mean? I don't know. Go ahead.
That's pretty.
Was
good.
that meant to be cricket?
Yeah,
What on earth was that?
Laying cricket up.
He was throwing all these different British sports together.
Yeah.
If you're not very careful, I'll try and do a baseball commentary.
Please.
Right.
You get off.
Let's get back to important stuff. What's a better theme song, Doctor Who or 007?
007, for God's sakes.
Well, no, hang on a minute. Doctor Who has got a consistent theme song for about 50 years. 007.
Come on. Bond has it beat.
Bond has a different theme tune with every film.
No, it doesn't.
That is the theme for Bond, is what I just gave you, and then they had songs that were set for each movie. Didn't you ever watch the movies? What kid's going to go to a theater and watch Goldfinger or going to go to watch Doctor Who? Give me a break.
Well, I know Bill will be with me on this one. The Doctor Who is much better, isn't it, Bill?
I'm a big fan of the Doctor, I have to admit. However, I will say I've seen every Bond movie and I love Bond, but they're except that they were both British, basically. Other than that, they're not really. Well,
Well,
the Broccolis
Ian
were
Fleming was
American.
British, and James Bond is meant to be British.
But the Broccolis were American
But
and Italian.
yeah, were they Broccolis British?
Yeah,
Broccoli.
I think Albert and his offspring.
Yeah. I believe Dad might have been born in Italy, but came to the States very young, and his kids, I believe, were American, if I'm not mistaken. And I think, Steve, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they've lost the franchise, haven't they? Or sold it or something?
After they killed Daniel Craig, they don't know really whatever they're going to do. They've gone through a series
Right.
of guys that are girls as well, females to be Bond, which you can't have Bond be a female. I'm sorry. You can't gender swap Bond. It won't work. And so I've heard that there's production of some sort. It's big money, but Skyfall was a great one. But the Bond, the best Bond.
That's very good. Skyfall, I agree.
But I think that the first ones with Sean Connery, were, every 12-year-old's 10 and 12-year-old boy, James Bond, and the toys and the marketing and the penetration of the American market, I mean, was absolutely, and having him over here, in Kentucky and down to Fort Knox and all that other stuff, globetrotting, which is, of course, a signature. You don't really hear about Doctor Who globetrotting anywhere. They basically
Every
go in a
episode.
closet. No, they just go into a closet and sort of smell the place up, and then the Daleks show up, and they clickety pop around. And then they call it a day.
Hang on. We might have another problem here. Did you
Daleks.
say Daleks?
Even I say Daleks. Okay.
Are you just being deliberately provocative, Mr. Gentner?
Yes,
I
am.
He is. I think he. Look at that face. Look at that. Empty
I am being deliberately provocative.
Yes, I thought so. That is your nature. Goodness
why I
knows
love
how
this
your
guy.
wife puts up with you.
I don't either. But then none of us know why any of our wives.
I agree. I definitely
You know.
think we should have a broad Geordie as the next Bond. The Americans completely will think it's a foreign language movie.
I can't understand them. They have these ones now. It says they have a beautiful redheaded Scottish gal. Beautiful, beautiful scenery. How do you say, I want to go to the store? This is how I say it. And then there's this weird clickety-pop whistles and clicks comes out. I said, how in the hell do you people even understand? They're about as obscure and opaque as your zip codes in England, which make absolutely no sense.
Oh,
7Z009QRP. Oh, it must be Manchester.
No. The first two letters are the nearest city.
You number your cities.
So for instance,
they letter their cities.
My postcode is C. It's like you do with your states, isn't it?
TX.
Yeah, exactly. So CM, for instance, is Chelmsford.
Chelmsford, I see. Every single little pile of dirt in England has a name and has history. Oh, I'm over by Bletchley Court. Yes, it is. We are 15 feet above sea level. Many battles were fought. The Druids, they have discovered Druids have lived here for thousands and thousands of years.
Look, mate, I've lived in houses older than America, than your culture. The first house I owned was built in about 1680. I think you were just running with some buffaloes at the time, weren't you?
Well, not Steve
in
himself,
in 1680, we were in England. Thank you.
Well, exactly.
We were living in those houses, Mark, and we finally couldn't stand it because urban renewal will never happen. So you got these thatched roofs with rats and mice and everything running around in there, with ceilings collapsing and what have you. We finally said, look, we got to go and build some new houses and get King George off our backs. So we came over here. We figured it out. But you guys have it all figured out now anyway. I won't go there.
Anyway, so look, Colin is going through the entire postcode directory for you.
Thank you, Colin.
Yeah. Oh, I've got to show you this one.
Okay.
It's my signed Stanley.
Oh wow, that's nice.
It's a
That's
very
good.
low grade.
1/8. I like
So,
that.
yeah.
Did he sign it on the inside page?
No, his sign's there on the. It's underneath. His Namor is sitting on his signature.
He signed it.
Oh,
on
I see.
white.
Silver. He went
Oh,
with
that's
silver.
excellent.
Okay, got it.
It's
I like that you
Namor,
have to look
Namor's
for
sitting on his toilet, and Stan has written his name on the
I
toilet.
have that, Mark. I have that.
I know you probably got it in an 8.5 or something.
No, I have that in a 6. I have it in
okay.
a 6.0, but a nice 6.0.
Mine's about an 8.
There you go.
I haven't got
Sorry.
it.
So have you finished your DC horror, Mark? Have you
I finished. If you on Friday, I have my video coming out. I have completed The Witching Hour.
Oh, good for
Yay.
you.
So on Friday, I've already filmed it. It's already waiting to go. I didn't want to put it out today because of today's show, so it's coming out on Friday. It's I've completed all 85 issues of The Witching Hour,
My
and
God,
they're
it went
all
that
in.
long?
They're all in fine or better condition.
Which is a trick for horror books. It is a trick.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's taken me 3.5 years, and the way I've done it is I buy them at auction. I then end up with duplicates. I keep the better one, sell the lower grade ones, and it's gradually got the collection up to, there's one or two probably that might be 5.5s, which I'll probably upgrade. But yeah. So that.
So,
I'll finish
but House of Mystery and House of Secrets and those.
pretty close. House of Secrets. I think I'm missing of the Bronze Age horror. I don't even.
Right.
I'm not doing the whole.
No,
although I have got a
no.
lot of. Although I have got a lot of the early Silver Age ones. I'm not trying to complete those, but I'm about 4 issues off on House of Mystery, and maybe
Wow.
I'm only about 3 issues off on House of Secrets.
That
as
is
well.
outstanding, and I know that you have an eye. That your standard is, you're a fine or better, are you not?
Yeah, final better is what I'm trying to achieve in these collections. Yeah. So there's 1 or 2 that I will need to find replacements for, but some of them are really hard to find.
They're becoming more and more expensive as people have, pre-code horror from 1945 up to 1954 got so hot with thousands and thousands. I mean, it was so that people finally opened their eyes to how incredible the 70s horror books, the Bronze Age horror is, and you were well ahead of the curve, Mark. I mean, you saw them as they were. People are just now just opening their eyes to it.
Yeah, and I still think some of the big keys are underpriced. So, and although they have been going up, they're one of the few little niches of comics that have actually been rising in the last 2 or 3 years.
Well, I mean, after watching you and Alan on the thing about the Silver Age, I feel like I want to cry or drink heavily or do something after you guys are done with me on the Silver Age.
Me too. So Bronze Age horror is one of the few little bright sparks, and I think it's exactly because of what you said, Stephen. It's the Golden Age horror has become very expensive,
exorbitant.
People have sort of said, well, hang on a minute, there's some really good stuff in the Bronze Age that's a fraction of the cost.
Well, Wrightson and all these other fantastic artists. Yeah. And you've gone through your shows. You've gone through the different, the editors that you liked as far as that were bringing the right stuff. And then you have the Kalutas and various others. I mean, great artists did those.
Really good.
And they're still being discovered, because the supers had I got to get my Tomb of Dracula 10. I have to get my Hulk 181. I have to get my X-Men 98 or my giant size X-Men blah blah blah, and the horror books just sort of cruised along. But there is a lot of people now that are tracking on those.
One of the best series is, which I was surprised at, and I hadn't started intending to collect it is Weird War Tales.
Oh yes, it's
I
an
think
awesome title.
brilliant.
It is great.
It may, if I was to seriously review it, I think it would probably come out as my favorite, because the combination of the stories and the artwork is just incredible. And Joe Kubert on Weird
How can
World
you
Tales.
go wrong with Kubert?
Well,
can't.
I've got a few. Let me just tell you.
I mean, most everybody has, even Infantino and Kirby.
In my view, on the war comics, especially those sort of Bronze Age horror stuff, he can't be beaten. Just phenomenal. But I bought a full collection of Kamandi recently.
Of what?
It's Commandy.
Commandy. Yeah.
Comedy?
But Lord forbid you call it Thanos. Commandy.
Very similar to the Daleks.
That's like
The Daleks are in it.
Carmody. We don't have that over here.
Anyway,
You know?
so and you get to issue about 30, and Kirby stops doing the covers. Right?
Hubert starts.
Who takes over?
Kubert. And I have to tell you, the drop in quality is enormous. And I have to say, for me, in that run, Kirby just completely outclasses Kubert. But on the war comics, he's completely unassailable. Just amazing.
Well, the one of my absolute favorites, and I have the set of Enemy Ace.
Oh yes, that's beautiful.
and also where Kanigher, Bob Kanigher was the writer for so many of those things, and then also the for the Haunted Tank, of course, and Russ Heath. I mean, I just really love, and I had a set of the Sea Devils, but all those gray tone covers that Russ Heath did. I mean, it was a time in America where skin divers could have a comic book that would actually sell and people would buy.
Yeah,
right.
It's a great. I don't know if you saw. I have finished my Sea Devils collection as well.
Oh, you have? Very good.
And I put a video out about 2 weeks ago showing the full collection, and it's been one of my most popular videos recently.
Mark, keep an eye on.
Yeah, I'm looking for somebody appearing. Nobody's appeared recently.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, so Sea Devils I've finished. That obviously not Bronze Age horror, but
No. But it's the secondary type. For example, Doom Patrol, Metal Men. Yeah, I enjoy those titles. Very much. And I Metamorpho. I love that. I love that stuff. But I really do think, though, that with the Justice League, and then which of course is bigger, but a lot of the runs of DC still does not get the accolade that they should. Marvel, it always has been that Marvel is the shining star, and it's just like that whole kind of thing. Thank you very much for that, Big Lyle. I like you. Have you keep us well grounded up there in the sunny, snowy climes where you are?
He just beat Kyle to that, didn't he? Because that's a Kyle.
Yeah, exactly.
Kyle's feeling really pissed off now. he didn't get that one.
I wanted to pop on and just chat with you a little bit today. My bride has some chores for me to do, but I just wanted to swing by and say hello to you gentlemen. And it's always a pleasure to come on the Weekly Geekly, or Geekly Weekly.
Well, it's always nice to see you, even if you do spend most of your time winding me up. Yeah. You're nearly as bad as Tan.
I want that blood circulation to help. I want to get it to start to move a little bit. But especially I wanted to say that, Terry, it's a pleasure to see you, and I wish you well. You're in my prayers. Our prayers, and all the best to you, and many, many, many more years, please.
Let's hope so.
I haven't seen all your books yet.
No,
we still got.
I mean, I have to have Terry. I have to have my priorities straight here. Okay, I mean,
yeah, exactly.
There's only
Thank
about,
you,
only about
gentlemen, very
18,500 to go.
Thanks, Steve. See ya.
See you, fellas.
See you, Steve. Thank you. Cheers.
Okay.
Right.
Now,
So,
now all we need is a Baron to join us.
yes, he's obviously of your ilk, Bill. He's late.
I'm always on time.
No,
I don't
you've
know
been
what you're
pretty
fucking
good
talking
recently.
about.
Actually, you've been really
Yeah.
good recently.
Yeah. But well, he should be here soon. Let me check just to make sure he hasn't texted me. Okay. Okay. So while we wait, what can I show? I have a lot of comics. That I'm just
That's useful.
surfacing. Yeah. Hold on a second.
He's not going to go full sleep now, is he?
Nope.
That's only happened once,
Oh, is it?
and that's
Yeah,
when it was just me
I
and
wasn't here
Bill.
to see it. I wasn't here to see it though. So it's
No, it was just me and Bill. I was merrily talking away to myself, and suddenly checked up. "Oh, where's Bill gone?"
I think my phone fell off my lap or something because I was sitting in bed.
Where's Darren? He never said he wasn't going to be here.
He often oversleeps but joins us when he wakes up. He's a nocturnal beast.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
More
it's not like that,
X-Men. This is 126.
Hmm?
It's one of my favorite issues. These two are one of my favorite storylines.
Proteus.
Yeah. Just great stuff. And then
Oh yes, I would like that cover. I like the pink. I like pink covers.
pink covers are nice, especially when it's the right pink. I love this. Welcome to the X-Men, Kitty Pride. Hope you survive the experience. It's so dumb. And then
Wendigo.
Wendigo. I'll take my Wendigo, please. That's when we were talking about. Well,
Days of Future Past.
no, I also have the one we saw earlier.
All right, Kyle. We're thinking about you, mate.
Okay.
Love you, pal.
Hang in there.
And that's basically. I just want to show off those X-Men. They all came from the collection, needless to say. But where are you, Mike? I can do a Mike Baron impersonation, but I don't think I'd do him justice. So, but he was. Let me say this: Mike has been around a while. He was first a rock and music writer in the early '70s. Then he met up with wanting to get into comics. He met up with Steve Rude. They came up with Nexus together. He also came up with a comic that was quite popular in the 80s called The Badger. Yeah. And both Badger and Nexus were at First Comics. And then later, I believe they were both at Dark Horse for a series of time. And then I'm trying to think so he's the guy who made The Flash hungry all the time. It's Moira McTaggart. Thank you, Kyle. But where was I? Thanks, Kyle. Derailing me as usual. He did The Flash, where Wally West became the Flash in the series that came after the original Flash run after Crisis, and he's the one who gave Flash the high metabolism. Mm-hmm. He came up with a lot of unique characters such as Chunk, and quite a few more that showed up on the CW show. He's what else is he really known for? He's I believe he'll tell us if this is true, but I believe he beats Chuck Dixon for the most Punisher stories, if I'm not mistaken. He wrote for both War Journal and for the Punisher.
Well, he did the first issue of the ongoing Punisher series.
Yeah, and he's prolific. Did a lot of work at DC, did a lot of work at Marvel, and he's writing Axicab now with Phil, and he's got a series with Pat Broderick, who's a fantastic artist and also a friend, called Bronze Star. And I was with the two of them at the Hard Rock Cafe here in San Antonio at a convention when they'd known each other for years, but they'd never really hung out together or eaten together or anything. And I was there at the first meal, and then you could already see the wheels turning of them wanting to work on projects together, and they've done it ever since. And Bronze Star, the second series, I believe, is about to come out. And the artwork is just amazing. Pat Broderick gets better with age, just like the wine you're drinking right now, Mark. And it's I'm just saying, Mike is one of the greats of comic book writing. So hopefully he'll be here soon, and we'll have a few minutes to talk with him. And he did that. One of you guys was mentioning it earlier, but I can't remember which series he wrote, but he wrote one of the series for the DC Sunday Comics format. I can't remember which one he did though.
Well, so the one I read about was he done the Dead Man series in Action.
The Dead Man, yeah, that's it.
The Action Comics
with Kelly Jones, mind you.
Yeah, Action Comics Weekly.
And that's actually some of the most amazing stuff this side of Neil Adams on the series, I think. Kelly Jones is one of my favorites of all time, as is Dan Brereton, who I believe may have done something with Dead Man as well, but I'm not positive. But without further ado, is he here?
Nope. But I have brought up Bronze Star, which looks really good. It's sort of like weird Western tales.
It is. It's very weird Western. Very weird Western. I have to agree with that. But the artwork, look at that artwork. It's just
brilliant. Brilliant. I love that.
Look at that. He's just great. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of Bill Messner-Loeb's series at Aardvark Vanaheim called Journey. And it's fantastic. Well,
you want to watch the movie?
Sure.
In the lawless, unforgiving Old West, one man tried to bury his past, only to discover that some nightmares never stay buried. Newly appointed Sheriff Harley Brogdon thought he'd left trouble behind, until ancient terrors from Native American legend clawed their way out of the cold earth. Bronze Star 2 is the thrilling continuation of the critically acclaimed Weird Western series by Eisner Award-winning writer Mike Barron and legendary artist Pat Broderick, co-creator of Creature Commandos. Return to Cobb's Gap, where every bullet fired is a deadly gamble, and every shadow may conceal an unimaginable horror. The legend rides again, deeper into darkness, into a series of hellish nightmares that will haunt you long after the final page. 2 chilling journeys into the heart of the Weird West await you in Bronze Star 2. Pre-order the pulse-pounding sequel now at fundmycomic.com.
That looks really good, doesn't it?
It does look good. Yes, I have to say.
I even enjoyed the AI Sam Elliott voice.
Yeah.
Which I do a good Sam Elliott, by the way.
Do you?
Hold on. Right here in Texas, we know what's good and we know what's bad. And sometimes things are so bad they're good. Okay.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good, Bill.
Thank you very much. But what's so funny is when I get into these imitation battles with my brother-in-law, and he always thinks he does a better Christopher Walken than I do, and I disagree, but
Come on, let's have a Christopher Walken.
well, you know, Mark, when I read comic books, that is as a small child,
Too fast.
too
Going
fast.
too fast.
What?
Too fast. Too fast for
Oh
walking.
my God.
I was too fast.
But I don't know if I've done it on the show or not, but I do. One of my everyone's favorites that I do is Popeye walking down the street.
Oh, well, you're very good at Popeye. Let's have your Popeye.
Yeah. Skin buns, glitter-do-do, yatta-glitter-do-do-do. Oh, I was coming home. Ha-ga-ga-ga-ga. So that's one I practiced for years as a kid, you know. And you know, I
Gray's got it right. It was better than his Bill Field, anyway.
love you, Gray. Of course, he says that when he's not on the fucking show. Pardon my French, folks. Oh, that's fun. Yes, now that is going to be good, Kyle. I'm not a big fan of Josh Gad, but I have to give him kudos for doing this. So I'm going to ask Mike real quick, see if he's around. Hopefully he is.
It's a bit like being at the wedding when the wife hasn't when the bride hasn't turned up, Bill.
Right.
Or the groom. Or both.
I'm saying we await thee with bated breath.
Well, I'm not going to be waiting much longer.
Nope. But, well, at least we're still promoting him coming to the store next week.
We're promoting him. This is true.
Yeah.
I do look like the look of his Bronze Star.
Mm.
Yeah. And, you know, he's done... I don't think he worked on Doom Patrol, but he has worked on quite a few of DC's classic titles. And do you know if he's ever done any Superman, Terry?
He's done Dead Man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know is the honest answer to that question.
Yeah, I think he may have written a few DC Comics Presents, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, the name rings a bell. That kind of thing.
Rings a bell? Just kidding.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
So have you got your... So you've got a couple of weeks to wait, haven't you, Terry?
Yes. Yeah. It was Thursday last week. So
yeah.
So it's a week now. So it's another 2 weeks. Or 2 weeks tomorrow.
All right.
I've got to wait. But yeah. But the things are going ahead as far as Veronica's concerned. So
good. That's going okay, is it?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's say that saw somebody on Tuesday. So that's been sorted now. Let's say up to 28 days it can take. They say so.
Share your in-person. I don't know how to do that, Kyle.
What?
It wants me to share something, and I don't know what it is. Okay, let me try and work out how to do that. So I need Facebook. You can't impersonate me, Kyle. Your British accent is worse than Bill's.
But I would like to sing another song for Suddenly Comics.
Yes, I think we might have to play the Suddenly Comics song again if we have to wait.
No, Mike, hurry up! You know, I will say the best AI song.
The Suddenly Comics song again.
No,
right, hang on.
Wait. Let me say this real quick. The best AI song I've heard ever was the one Gray did for the Demon. And it was like, like thrasher rock, heavy metal. And it was like, he just had, the lyrics were basically what he says when he becomes the demon. So it was really good though.
All right. Carl's impression of me is just him with some headphones on. in a helicopter, I think. I will
That's
share it.
hilarious. Right now, we're flying over downtown Los Angeles where there's a slow speed chase. Sorry. That's Kyle in a helicopter. Dun 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 dun. Kyle. Oh. Sorry, that's Flash.
There you go.
Okay, here we go.
Right. Okay, that's it. Mr. Barron has got the time it takes to play my song to appear.
Okay.
And then I'm ending the show.
Okay.
Now, according to this, he's never written Superman.
Okay.
Oh, that's where it's Love After Death he wrote as well, graphic novel.
Oh, yeah.
And Exorcism. Wrote that as well. And he wrote a story in Elvira's House of Mystery, number 8 as well.
Wow.
And Batman Annual number 12.
We bought on sale right now. They have a really good sale, Pro Line. We bought 45 short boxes, Blanc and I, for $225, which is only $5 a box, which is pretty good.
Mm.
Do you think that's pretty good, Mark?
Yeah, sounds really good.
Yeah. And they're on sale right now. And if you buy over 100, they will ship it to you free, even though they're in Canada. And Canadian postage is always really expensive. So that's a good thing. But, okay, let me see if he's chimed in yet.
The funny thing is, he's written quite a lot of, with DC, quite a lot of what I've read. But so you just obviously don't know the name.
I think he did Sonic Disruptors too, or something like that.
Yes, he did. Yeah, 1 to 7. Yeah, 1 to 7. Did the say like you were saying, the Flash Volume 2, 1 to 14, and the first annual.
Yeah.
He did Hawk and Dove Volume 4, 1 to 5.
Is that with the girl Dove?
Yeah. But no, that gets me is that Dead Man Exorcism and Dead Man Love After Death, because they were great. I really enjoyed them.
Yeah, and well, to be honest with you, I absolutely love Mike's writing, but him coupled with the art of the art of God, I'm drawing a blank. Kelly Jones is just amazing.
Yeah.
No, he's not the guy. We've not had him on before. We had Steve Rude on before, who also did Nexus.
Oh, we had was Steve Rude on with me? Yeah, when we had him at the store. I think.
Yeah.
Gray's saying the demon, but there's no mention of the demon on the Wikipedia.
No, I don't think he's done Demon.
He hasn't done Demon?
No. I mean, Green Lantern, all he did with Green Lantern was number 187, and the Green Lantern Corps Quarterly number 6. I mean, only going by Wikipedia. I mean, they couldn't.
Yeah.
Possibility that they ever
Okay, Bill, I'm going to end the show. The guy's half an hour late. And,
but we'll play the song. Play the song.
Play the song.
Yeah, I'll dance to it. I'll make everybody happy.
Oh, wait a minute. Here he is.
Yay! Darren. Oh, it's Darren. It's not Mike. Oh, fuck you. Darren!
Yo, dude,
Darren,
I wrote the funny shit. I did some Flash.
You look very pixely today.
I did some Sonic Disruptors.
You're funny, dude. And don't forget about Nexus. That's the best thing I've ever done.
Oh, Demon and GL were his AI songs. I'm sorry.
Hey, show something so we give Mike another couple minutes. Just
right. Okay.
Flavor things up a little bit, Darren.
Shit, I've got nothing to show.
No,
Oh,
you're great.
come
You've
on.
all,
I've got
you've
nothing
all
upstairs. I'll have to
failed.
run off and get something.
Well, get something off the shelf or something. Yeah, well, grab it. Grab it. I mean, let's give him a few more minutes now that Darren's here. And I think he's on his way. I hope.
Here he is. Here he
Here he
is.
is.
Yay!
Mike Barron. Without further ado, Mike Barron.
Hi, guys.
Hey,
Hi.
Mike. Cheers.
Hi, Mike.
How's it
Hi,
going,
guys.
buddy?
Hello.
So I was mentioning the guys that you and Pat Broderick have been working together for a while, but I was with you guys at dinner at the Hard Rock Cafe a little over 10 years ago. I don't know if you remember this.
Was
but
that
that's-
in San Antonio?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And-
remember. That's
and-
where I
and-
met Pat.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying, and that's where everything got started, and I was there. I kind of feel like Walter Cronkite, and you were there, but I was there, and it makes me happy. We just showed your preview with the Sam Elliott sound-alike voice of Bronze Star, and if you want to mention a few things about Bronze Star before we really get into things, that would be great.
Well, I wanted to work with Pat for a long time. And even before I met him in San Antonio, which 10 years ago, that's hard to believe. But finally, about 3 years ago, he says, well, I'm free, Mike. So I said, what do you want to draw, Pat? And he said, I want to draw a supernatural Western. And so Bronze Star was born.
That's great.
We have actually shown the Bronze Star page and also the video for Bronze Star before you arrived, Mike.
And Mike, would you say we have Terry here, who's he has a podcast called the Dead Man Podcast, and he really went on and on about your Dead Man series with Kelly Jones. You want to say a few words about that?
Was a very memorable experience for me. I think I was the first writer to treat Dead Man as a horror character instead of a superhero. And it was also the book on which Kelly Jones became Kelly Jones, where he just exploded.
He did.
And right into his style, fully grown. And he's refined that style over the years, but you can see it in its full flowering in the 2 Dead Man graphic novels that we did.
That's amazing.
So I mean, I was just looking up to see what you had done, and I didn't realise it was you that done that. And I said, no, I really enjoyed those. They were really nice. I can actually remember some of them, sort of thing. And it's usually what a good book is when you can remember it.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
And you also didn't you also work on the tabloid the DC tabloid kind of Sunday page kind of thing?
It wasn't. It was Action Comics Weekly. So when Action Comics changed from monthly to weekly.
That's when we started to work together, but it didn't explode until we did the graphic novels.
No.
Okay, gotcha. And you were also the guy who gave the Flash his appetite.
Yeah, I am.
You want to tell us a little bit about that? That's always a great story.
Well, when they handed me the Flash, and I remember reading the Flash over the years, he wasn't the most serious character, and he didn't have much of a personality. And when I looked at him running across the country in 3 or 4 hours, the first thing that occurred to me is this guy's burning up an enormous amount of calories. He could probably eat a whole lot without getting fat. And that was the first change I gave him, was his need to consume massive amounts of calories periodically in order to keep that speed up. The second thing was, this was, of course, Wally West, a completely different character, but that he was a young man making his way in the world. And what he lacked in wisdom, he made up for in speed, but he did lack wisdom. So the first issue, I believe they said, Flash, we have a heart transplant occurring in Los Angeles, but the heart is here in New York City. would you run this across the country for us? And he said, well, boys, that doesn't come cheap. I want you to pay me X amount of dollars to do it. And they said, well, all right, I think insurance will cover that. So he did it. And the third change I gave him was, as a young man on the make, he was looking to meet women, and he did. And so he had several relationships during my tenure. And those are the big three changes I gave him.
That's amazing. And okay, so we have to saunter into your most iconic series, which of course would be Nexus. And you of course are still attached to Nexus, still do an occasional Nexus series with other artists, not always with Steve anymore. And of course, we've had Steve on the show before, and Steve is Steve. And I mean, you just never know what to expect with Steve. You are pretty consistent. Steve is just like you're pulling on a slot machine. You just never know. But
there's a documentary about him called Rude Dude, which you can probably find on various streaming services, which will give you some insight into his character.
I do feel like they did him a little dirty on that, but I know he is a little nutty, but they really portrayed him as a madman, and I think he's just half a madman. But I'm sure you've seen full madman mode. But another one that everybody loves is if I say Larry, you say
Badger.
Exactly. So that's an amazing and you, if I'm not mistaken, weren't you doing multiple personalities before they gave it to Moon Knight?
I don't know. A lot of people say, I think this character is based on Badger. I think that character is based on Badger, particularly Deadpool. But Badger was inspired by the minds of Billy Milligan, which was one of the first serious studies of multiple personality disorder. But when I created Badger, the boys at Capitol, they said, we would like a second title. And so I approached Jeff Butler, whose art I'd seen on a poster in town. I said, Jeff, you want to work with me on this? He said, yeah. And I asked him what I ask every artist, what do you want to draw? He says, I want to draw a medieval druid wizard.
So guess what Badger has?
Well, that came about because I wrote this story, and Badger and Jeff drew this 10-page story about Ham the Weather Wizard, a character that was unliked by his fellow wizards. So they put him in a coma and hired some Vikings to take him west and drop him off the edge of the earth. Now, as we all know, they didn't get to the edge of the earth. They landed in the New World, and they carried him inside as far as they could go, and then they buried him. And that land eventually became Wisconsin. So I took those pages in to show the boys at Capitol, and my friend Milt looked at him and said, we want a costume crime fighter. And my first thought was, why would anybody put on a costume and fight crime? They'd have to be insane. Boing. And so the Badger was born. And that's how Badger met Ham. At the end of the first 10 pages, they're sharing adjoining padded cells in an insane asylum in Madison, Wisconsin. And so that partnership was formed. Badger has 7 personalities, one of which is Norbert Sykes, who's really does not have much of a personality. It's all channeled into Badger and the other 6. And one thing I learned is that multiple personality disorders is always caused by severe childhood trauma. And that's very dramatic and sometimes grim material. And we did handle that in a 4-issue series for Dark Horse called The Shattered Mirror, which Jill Thompson illustrated. But for the most part, readers and me, I too preferred the crazy bouncing off the walls Badger, who would say inappropriate things at any moment, but would also rush to the defense of innocence. Now, Badger's main thing was he's an animal lover, and he claimed he could talk to the animals. He would talk to a badger or a deer or a bear, and then turn around and says he's hungry. He wants to eat your hand or whatever, and nobody could say, well, no, he didn't, because the question remains: can he really communicate with animals? And yes, he can. Yes, he can. In my mind, he can. And when he talks to an animal and tells you what the animal is saying, take him at his word. The other personalities come on and off stage when they're triggered, which is how real multiple personality works. Is he can be cruising along in personality A, but anything could be a sound, it could be a smell, will trigger him to switch personalities, and
that's very realistic.
Yeah, well, it's realistic, but the main purpose of Badger is to entertain. That's the main purpose of everything I write, no matter how grim it is, because we all enjoy grim entertainment. I just got done watching The Streets of Laredo, which Larry McMurtry wrote. It was a sequel to Lonesome Dove, and it's one of the grimmest programs I've ever seen, but it was highly entertaining, and I recommend it. We all like grim shit, as long as we don't have to
Yes, we do.
subsist on a steady diet of it.
Right. Agreed.
So, Mike, what's your sort of origin story? You're obviously a writer. Did you start off wanting to write comics, or did you want to write? Did you want to write the great American novel?
Well, I wanted to write the great American novel too, but it took me 30 years to learn how to write a novel. That's because I'm a slow learner. But now, the past 10 to 15 years, and this is my productive year yet, I have 4 novels coming out this year. I just signed with Dusty Saddles, which is the #1 Western publisher in the world today, and they're publishing 2 novels.
Wow.
That are based on Bronze Star. Now, if you've read Bronze Star, you know what it's about to a degree, but a novel is so much more than a graphic novel. There's so much more territory to cover, and I don't walk a treadmill. I don't stand in place and belabor stuff. I invent new situations and characters to fill that book out, and I think you're all going to be thrilled with both these novels. I'm very proud of them, but they're new characters and situations in each book as the story dictates. One thing I've learned is that whatever happens in the story must rise organically from the story itself. It can't just dive in from outer space, which is what we call a deus ex machina. When you have an insoluble problem and suddenly God says, well, here, I'll take care of that.
Yeah, suddenly God solves it. Yeah,
and
exactly.
we've seen that too often in comics, but you won't see that in anything I write, be it a comic or a novel. Now, in the second Bronze Star, which is funding right now, as you know, in the first one, it was a long story about how Harley Brogdon, who was a Confederate veteran who rode with Quantrill's Raiders, was forced to flee a posse put together by an enraged landowner whose son he shot in a fair fight at a poker game. The son accused him of cheating, got to his feet and drew his gun, and without thinking, Harley drew his gun and shot him first. So he was technically acting in self-defense, but the landowner doesn't care about that. And he's prepared to chase Harley to the ends of the earth. And Harley keeps running and running up through Wyoming, up through Montana. And finally, he ends up at this tiny little town at the base of the Rocky Mountains in Alberta called Cobb's Gap. And everybody there says, what are you running from? Because nobody goes to Cobb's Gap on purpose anymore, not since they found out the mine was haunted. And for those who haven't read Bronze Star, the reason it's called Bronze Star is the sheriff can't touch silver. But that's the first issue. The second issue, there are 2 24-page stories, each dealing with a different supernatural legend of the Pacific Northwest. And I don't think it's any secret by now that one of them is the Wendigo. and the other is Ogopogo, a massive sea serpent that lives in lakes in British Columbia. It's a real legend. It's like the Loch Ness monster.
Yeah.
And at the end of each book, there's an 8-page short story. The first one was about the barber named Suggs, who came up from Chicago to forget the murder of his wife. The second one involves Oscar Wilde visiting Cobb's Gap to give a lecture on the aesthetics of being an American. Oscar Wilde did tour the Western United States, and in 1882 he gave a lecture to miners in Leadville, Colorado,
Wow. I
on
didn't
the
know
meaning of art, and they loved him. They loved him. They couldn't get
that.
enough.
You are joking. He gave a lecture to miners about the meaning of art.
Yeah, in fact, let me show you a picture about it. You're going to get a real kick out of this. Oh, wait, I got to find it first. But so I had Oscar Wilde in mind for the second novel. Remember, it's a novel now, folks.
Yeah.
And I found out that he was good friends with Lily Langtry. So the night that he's giving his lecture, a stagecoach arrives, and Mark Twain and Lily Langtry get out because they're excited to hear Oscar's lecture. So they were added to the cast.
That's awesome. That's great. Well, yeah, what a name dropper.
Yeah.
Who you,
and there are
who you then write?
more characters. Bass Reeves is in it too.
Do you guys even know who Bass Reeves is?
No.
No.
Bass Reeves was, well, not for sure, but was one of the first American black cowboys, sheriff, marshals, you name it. And there's been a TV series made of it in recent years, and he's talked about quite a bit in the Watchmen TV series.
All right, I'm sharing the screen. This is Robert Williams, the great underground painter Robert Williams. Wish I could make that bigger. I've made it as big as I can, I think. Let me take a look here. Yeah, that's about as big as I can get it.
Now, Robert Williams is fantastic. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, I know. It is. And that's him lecturing the miners in Leadville.
Wow.
That is amazing.
Painting, but that's the situation.
That is great.
I mean, my mind boggles at this. Who on earth would invite Oscar Wilde to go and lecture miners?
Well, he invited himself to America, and then he set out on a tour. And I think he just ended up in Leadville because, I mean, that's in the heart of the Rocky Mountains. I live in Colorado, by the way. And he said, well, I wonder if I could give a lecture in your saloon, good sir. I'd like to discuss the aesthetics of art. And the guy says, sure, why not? So
something tells me they were mesmerized and drunk at the same time.
Yeah, but now I'd like to show a piece of Pat Broderick's art for it. And I will do that the same way. Where is X? Oh, yeah, I had to X out. Hang on. Somebody talk for me.
Dun, dun, dun.
I can't talk while I'm searching.
Bronze star.
We usually rely on Bill for that, or he sings a song or something.
All right, here we go.
It turns to Invisible Man again.
Oh, you know what? All right, here we go. There it is. Again, I wish I could be bigger. If you want to see what it looks like in greater detail, go to the Kickstarter campaign. It features a lot of Pat's art. And as I say, Pat's a miracle among artists. At his age, to be turning out the work that he's doing. If a 25-year-old kid walked into a comic book office and showed a page that Pat Broderick drew and inked, the artist would say, holy shit, what do you want to draw?
Yep, exactly. And Pat has just gotten better with age. I was telling him before you got here, he's like a fine wine. He's really.
I have to admit, the art's very appealing to me. I really like the style there.
Yeah, he's great. And when we're going to put out another oversized black and white issue, as we did of the first one, because you have to see his art in black and white to really appreciate it. He draws every shingle. He draws
he's amazing. He is amazing, without a doubt. And so, Mike, this is one of the main reasons I wanted to have you here. We're going to be lucky enough in San Antonio to have you signing at the store, Nelco Comics, and next week. And we'll be giving you a dinner Wednesday night at the Cove, which I'm in charge of putting together. But that's where I've actually done this podcast from the Cove 2 or 3 times. So the guys are already familiar with it, even though they're in England, jolly old England. But we're really looking forward to seeing you. And I wanted you to just say a few words without giving too much away. Can you tell us what to expect from the 6-issue miniseries you're doing with Phil on Axicab?
Oh, yeah. Phil's been talking about it for months. Axicab is a throwback to the grindhouse horror movies of the 80s. And it's about a taxi cab driver who finds the most evil men possible and gets them to get in his taxi. And then he subjects them to horrendous torture before dispatching them. He keeps this inventor captive in this garage. The poor inventor, we don't know what he did to earn this, but he's a prisoner of the driver, and that's all he's called, is the driver. And the driver says, well, now I'm going to need one of those objects which forces people to keep their eyes open, like that scene in A Clockwork Orange. Or else now I'm going to need something that's going to spring out of the door and expel somebody in the back seat through the opposite door. Whatever he can dream up. And the inventor has to come up with it and install it in the cab. But those are just the mechanics. What's fascinating about this are the bad guys. Now, the first bad guy I wrote was an animal abuser. And I've seen the art that Phil's artist is turning in, and it is
Mike. Yeah, it's
awesome.
Amazing. It is. It's going to be a huge step up from our one shot. I think. I really do. So
yeah.
I can't wait to see it. But well, Mike, we're really happy you were here, and we thank you for talking to us, and we can't wait to see you at the signing next Thursday, which will be April 30th, for anyone who wants to come down to 1134 North Forest Street. That's the comic book store I run for Phil, and it's called Nelco Comics. And gee, I wonder why, Phil Nelson. But but we're really looking forward to seeing you, buddy. And you and I have been friends for over 15 years now, and I want to tell you, you're one of my favorite people in comics.
Thanks, Bill.
I can't wait to see you, buddy. We will have a great time, and we will have a lot of fun.
See you then.
See you, buddy. Have a great night. See you next week. Bye, Mike.
Why can't we come?
Yeah, well, hey, you can. You're more than welcome. I don't know how expensive the flights are this time of year, but hey, you're more than welcome.
So if I come, Bill,
I've got some comics.
Yeah.
If I come, Bill, will you pay for my dinner?
Fuck yeah, I'll pay for every dinner you have here. You bet I
I've got
will.
some comics to show you.
Okay. Hey, thank you, Mark, for all your help on this.
No problem.
I really appreciate you, sir.
You've gone all blurry again.
Oh, Badger.
Oh, no, I'll reboot.
Okay.
I'll reboot.
Because you move rooms, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's moved rooms.
Mark, he was great, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah. I mean, I just tried to rush it along because we were already running a little late.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's
you know.
fine.
Sometimes I enjoy being ringmaster, but
no, I wanted you to be ringmaster. You did the right thing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Oh, and Colin wants you to pay for his flight as well.
Colin, you know what? You're welcome here anytime. I can't pay for your flight, but I'd be happy to take you to dinner, buddy boy. You know, I do want to say this, and I say it often, but I really love this show. I love you guys. You guys are some of my closest friends, but I have to say we have evolved to a point now where we know each other very well, and this show flows like nobody's business. And in case in point, today we thought we were going to get Mike at a certain time, got him a little later. Well, guess what we kept doing, folks? We kept showing you comics, and we kept doing the best we can at what we know, and that's again comics. And you know, when we want some comedy, what do? We watch comics on TV or in a theater. Not the same comics, not comic books, actual comedians. But what I'm trying to get at is we have such a good time on here, and it's a cultural difference, but not really. We all get each other, we all understand each other. And I have to say, in the last year that we've added Terry, the show has gotten a lot more depth in a lot of comics, and we do love you, man. We really do. And Darren, you also bring a lot to the show, mainly pixelated, but you do bring a lot to the show. Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful cover. What issue is that?
Is it visible now?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah. We've got Tempest.
Number 8.
Tempest, come on the show. I want to show you some Micronaut women. Those are great covers.
I think I might have to read Badger because I really like the sound of the character with the multiple personalities.
He is so great. Well, the reason I say Larry, you say who, and he said Badger, is because Badger calls everybody Larry. And so he'll go, "Hey, Larry, what's going on?" And then he'll turn to the girl next to Larry. "Can you explain this to me?" Yeah, it's really funny. And he writes humor very well. Oh, look at that. That's a great cover.
I might have to buy these off you.
You might.
These ones are actually on the website.
Are they? Okay. I'll go and have a look.
Okay, now this is a crossover with Nexus.
I just went to grab a load that would be relevant for
Mike. That's Hammer. Oh, look at that. Yeah, there's a lot of martial arts based hijinks in this one because Norbert is also a Vietnam veteran. And look at that. That's awesome. My name is Larry. My name is Larry. I have a mother. Her name is Mother. Hi, Mom. Hi, Larry. That's actually a song. I sang that for Kyle's benefit. Oh, look at that. Yeah, this is part of the Capital. This is the last Capital Comics version. After this, it went to First Comics. But look at that. I mean, even in his late 20s, early 30s, he was putting out. Steve Rude was just drawing like a son of a bitch. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? That's some really great artwork. Do you guys like this stuff, Mark?
I have to tell you, Nexus artwork has never done anything for me.
Oh my gosh.
Steve Rude doesn't do it for me.
What about that one?
That looks more like Bolland, doesn't it? That's a Brian.
Yeah, that one actually does do something for me because it looks like Bolland, but the
You're stupid. But yeah, I understand. I don't really think you're stupid. You know what I mean? Well, look at that.
That one's okay. That one's quite good.
Lovely. That is really nice. That's almost a photograph of the person on the left, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And this stuff is just, I don't know. I love this shit. And I love the world that they created around it. I can't wait to see Mike next week. I'm really excited about it. That's not a cover he did. That's a cover that his artist for the Badger did.
Well, I'll have to tell you, for 77, he's doing pretty good, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing great, right? He seems a lot younger than that. And he's been around.
He's with it. You know, he does. I watched an awful podcast or YouTube thing with him and Phil.
Okay. Oh, come on. It wasn't awful.
Oh, it was dreadful. Phil really gets under my skin. It's like name dropping all the time. Oh well,
God.
I've been invited to William Shatner's party, and you know, do. Just really gets under my skin.
Well, you know, I think I don't even notice it anymore. I love Phil to death. Don't get me wrong, but he honestly, he's the best boss I've ever had. But you know, when you have an employee like me, which I'm probably the best employee he has. But you know, I know my stuff. People come into the store. People come into the store to talk to a comic historian. I happen to be there, so I fill in. But I'm just saying, you know, I that was a joke, by the way. I actually think I'm kind of a historian. What did the gray man say? I read Two Badger not long ago. They were a bit mad. Hard to go in halfway because you got the jokes. I get okay. These are great.
What collection did these come from then, Darren?
I've no idea. They've been on the shop for years and years.
Yeah.
Nobody buys Nexus.
Yeah.
No. Because nobody knows how cool it is, to be honest.
Well, okay, but why does nobody know how cool it is?
Because it's an indie, and indies just don't get a lot of love over here. They get more love in England, quite frankly.
Nobody I know. No, I don't know anybody who buys Nexus.
I mean, I've heard of it.
Oh,
but-
well,
our former colleague Nevs loves Nexus.
Okay.
But his
How much are
name
you
is
charging
Nev.
for them then, Darren?
Oh,
I would
that?
imagine that these are near mint about £3 and very fine about £2.
yes, that's about right.
I would imagine. I don't know. I haven't checked.
But you haven't sold them at that price.
No, and they've also been through discount sales and not sold.
Yeah. I mean, some of the covers are pretty good, I have to say.
That's the last one I've got up here. I had some. My lists tell me I've got some Star Wars ones, but I had a quick look. I couldn't find the relevant box, so shame because I wouldn't wanted to show those.
Yeah,
the Nexus. £3.
I'm not sure he didn't get anybody paying pound for them, Gray.
Near mint.
But they are really. I thoroughly enjoyed the series, and that's just not me making up.
And the
shit.
badge is the same.
Huh? What's that, Terry?
I didn't say anything. Darren said it. Darren was
What'd you say?
No, I do know one or two people who like Badger. Badger, on the other hand, I think there are some niche people who really like it.
Gotcha. Well, Badger
But how
would be
could
a
Nexus not sell
I don't know.
at £3 each? That's like
I know that's
because,
cheap.
as you say, it's iconic.
It is iconic.
And also, it's cheaper than buying a comic these days.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, well, yeah, that is a good, that is correct. It's just crazy that you can buy one of those great Nexus covers, and a couple of them were real crackers for £3, where you can buy some modern rubbish, and it'll cost you about £8 for a new comic.
Yeah, that's right.
I know, and that's why that's why our store is doing really well right now. Because people are finally realizing. Well, and I have to agree with Phil on this. We do have $1 and $2 boxes now because we have so much overflow and so much what we call bulk books.
Yeah,
we need to get rid of them and we need to move them. So, but other than that, when a comic is in the box, Phil says $4 should be our minimum because you can't buy a comic book on the stand for under $4, and these comics are so much superior to most of the crap coming out today. And he's right. I mean, that's one thing I unequivocally agree with him on. And I agree on most things with him, but this is something that I really have and it drives Alex crazy. because Alex thinks, oh, we should make them all cheap and all this. And I'm like, no, man. And Phil's like, no, Alex, you're not getting the big picture. And I understand that. But Alex, Alex knows so much more than we do. Alex is of the newer stuff. And Alex is the guy who's in charge of all of our variants and any new comics that I've never heard of, which isn't a huge list, but he's turned me on to some great stuff, and he has good taste. So we've done really well having Alex on board.
So I would say, Colin, the comics have got too expensive, not getting. I
agree,
too
Terry.
expensive for quite a few years.
Oh, I agree, Terry.
No, I've given up. I only buy very few new comics. Only the couple of artists that I follow. Other than that, I don't buy new comics.
Well,
So,
today, I
because
cut my pull list in half today.
Did you? Yeah. I mean, the problem is with the new comics. If there are ones I like, I know that if I wait 3 months, I can buy them for £1.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, 100%. And I went to Big Alpaca today, which is kind of a store that we're kind of friendly with, and they do new stuff and some back issues, but they're really hitting a stride right now because they're selling a shitload of variants. They're one of the only stores that gets pretty much all the variants. They go out of their way to really find the stuff for the customers. And I went there to buy 5 long boxes because Mike is my buddy Mike Lights is gonna start working for me for Blanca and I. We're gonna start selling our comics as well on the side. And yeah, I mean, not just to 1 or 2 people, we're gonna put it online. I'm thinking Instagram. How do you guys feel about selling on Instagram? Mark, you have any thoughts?
You got to have the followers, mate.
Yeah.
One of the things that they does work is that guys who've got a lot of followers, will host a show for you where you show your comics, and they, they're there because they've got the followers. If you see what I mean.
Right.
If you're not established on Instagram as an Instagrammer, then you've got to have the followers to get a show in. So
right.
You see these guys they'll set up a show for you. They will host it, and you show your comics, and you can sell them that way. That might work for you.
Yeah, it might be a good idea.
Yeah.
So no, that's great. But
the fastest way to dip your feet in, honestly. To dip your feet, that's the key. Get started is eBay.
Okay. Well, that
minimum of setup, no followers required. You just straight into action.
So
Mike,
I've now got
I've
got my own eBay a client manager now.
Oh wow!
He's a really nice guy. He's Irish, and he's given me some really good tips which have worked. So I've worked on my eBay account. It hasn't helped my eBay live, but it has helped my main eBay, where I've sold probably 5 or 6 big books in the last month. And I'm talking £200 books. By sort of doing all the right things on eBay. So it does get a bit, and I think I said earlier, Darren, I had a UK girls comic with a free gift from 1974 that I put up at 200 quid that I paid 30 quid for. It sold on Monday on eBay because it's got such
wonderful.
It's got just such big reach. So yes, they take a huge chunk. They take a huge chunk of the money, but I don't care, So I put it up for 200. I promoted it. I'd done a coupon discount, so I ended up with 150. But I don't care. It's still 150. I paid 30 for it. I made 120.
And it's sold.
And it's sold. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you basically made up because Mike wants us to sell primarily on eBay at first. So I just am not a fan of eBay, but when you tell me something like that, I can't ignore
what I'd say, Bill, is I only put stuff up that's £30 or £40 plus.
Okay.
It takes you You know, it takes. I'll put some stuff up today. Just is mind boring putting them up. The only advantage is once you put them on, they're on. You know.
Yeah. And
So
do you guys do your stuff in a store setting, or do you do an auction?
I have a store. And
Okay,
I do it as a fixed price.
Okay, and is that what you guys would suggest I
Bill,
do?
promise
starting out?
you, do not put it as a bid. Do not put it bidding. Do not put it bidding. Fixed
Okay.
price only.
Okay.
You can put a best offer on it, right? Best offer works 70%, say, but do not let it bid, because I promise you, you will be in tears when you are shipping comics out that you wanted $200 for and they sold for $10. You will be
Yeah. crying. No, and I
No,
don't want to do that.
So
That's
do not bid
exactly
it.
what I'm trying to avoid.
Yeah, I do everything fixed price. Occasionally, I do it with a bid on it. What I found works better actually is fixed price, and then when people are watching it, you send them an offer. For me, that works better than doing the bid. You know, because somebody then sort of watching it, you know they're interested in it, and you suddenly offer them 15% off. Quite a few of them then jump at that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you had access
With
to
eBay,
watchers now.
I mean, you can put it on automatic for it to do that anyway, can't you?
Yeah.
Because I did eBay so long ago, you didn't have access to the people watching something.
I mean,
Believe it or not.
the tools on eBay are really sophisticated now.
Okay, good.
I'm still learning.
Do any of you guys have them promote your stuff?
Yeah, I do it. Yeah,
you do.
Yeah,
I hear that's an extra 12% though.
Yeah, it is, but so you can choose to do it or not. It's quite powerful. It does work, and if you want to shift something, what I would say is make sure the price you start with is at the far end. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you've got something, so I've had quite a few things. I mean, Darren and I sold a book on there. It was one of the ones. It was one of those bound volumes.
Oh yeah.
So we started off at, I think it was about 400 quid, and Darren and I shared about and ended up showing 270 or 280 or something. So quite a lot of it went in but we'd never have sold it otherwise. You'd never get the individual. You'd never find the individual.
You wouldn't get the exposure.
No, it was some Chinese guy in Miami. How am I going to access that guy? Never.
Sorry, I'm horrible today.
But you see, because from a retailer perspective, you only have on your shop, you only have the customers who've already found you. But eBay, all the customers from all the shops have found eBay. Now, they're not all on it all the time, but let's say 30% of them are. So,
yeah,
wow.
And I don't know how many customers there are in the world, but there are 30% of all the customers in the world hit eBay fairly regularly, I think.
Well, I think what's also helped with my eBay is I'm doing this eBay live thing, which I'm not getting many viewers for at the moment, and it's a bit painful.
Did you make the big bucks that day?
Oh no, well, they paid me for it. So
you did?
That's
yeah. Well, they haven't actually paid the bloody invoice yet, but yes, they will pay it. I keep chasing my guy, and he says, "Oh well, there's anyway." They will pay it. I mean, so yeah, I did.
That's awesome.
What was I going to say? So so eBay, I think is you've got to work with them. If you work with them and you follow the techniques that they suggest and you do the things they suggest, because they know how it works, they know how their algorithms work. If they tell you this is the way to do it, they know how to do it, and they know that's because I think what happens is my eBay live guys, I might sell 30 comics on an eBay live, right? Every one of those will generate a sale, and I might have sold them for £3 or something, but it'll generate a sale and it'll generate a positive review, as long as so if they don't actually write a review, it generates a review that says it was sent out and delivered. Yeah, but it basically gives you a positive review. So I have ended up, my number of positive reviews has gone through the roof. So now people are,
which is hard to do.
Yeah, yeah. So and so people who are buying the main, the expensive stuff on the site are looking at my website and they go, "Oh, this guy's got 120 reviews in the last month saying he's good." So we're not dealing with a cowboy.
No, I mean with the reviews on eBay, always, even when somebody is like 97 or 98%, I always look on to see what those red marks are, and if all of them red marks have been answered, like someone's moaning and groaning, but they actually answer them and tell them, I will carry on. I would order from them because they've answered those things, so they're obviously proud of what they sell. And they've answered it. The ones that don't, the ones that have got that, there's no answer at all to all these people are taking, saying, they're crap and all the rest of it. Then I don't know, because they obviously got no interest, sort of thing. I mean,
no,
and what they're saying is probably accurate as well.
Yes, Colin's right. I have put a book on there for 15,000. I'm basically just fishing.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, Mark, can I ask you a favor of you? Is there any way you could edit down just the section with Mike's interview for me?
Yeah, of course I can. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That'd be great. And then we'll put that on the Nelco Comics website.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about the name dropping stuff.
I'll have to edit out the bit where I say I don't like your boss.
Please, because I love him. But I understand. Acquired taste. But
Darren, have you watched my recent advert for you?
Darren, did you hear him?
Darren.
Yes, I have. Thank you very much. I saw it today.
Okay. Have you made a comment? Thumbs up?
Well, I
have not.
I
watched it when I was unable to make a comment.
Oh, okay.
But I give a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Everyone says I have Fred Flintstone thumbs. I think they're kind of right, but I
have cartoon ones.
You know my weird hands, and then when I do this,
Bill, were your parents second cousins?
No, my parents weren't related at all. We know this for a fact. But I also my knuckles recessed. That's why my fingers are like that. But I have this killer claw here. I've only thrown one punch in my life in a fight, and it was a guy who threw a punch at me, and I just came up like that. I caught him right here, and I broke his jaw. So I will never be in another fight because I can say I have 100%.
You retired at the top. You retired at the top.
I retired at the top. Yeah, Muhammad Ali of college bar fights. Yep, that's me.
So, Darren, have you ordered my T-shirt yet? Then.
No, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to be doing.
Sod you then.
Oh,
the last time I ordered from you.
No, it isn't. He's lying. He loves ordering from you. We all do.
Mark, very quick question. You have Action Comics 276 on your website.
I do. It's great.
Where did you get that one? Is that one you got from me?
I don't know. I had it graded. So I had it raw.
Yeah, because I had one, and I'm pretty sure that one of you guys bought it.
It might have been me.
I'm interested is because
it could have come from you. It could have come from you. Yeah.
The reason I want to know is this.
Yeah.
It's got 4.0 on it.
Yeah.
And I want to know. I want to compare that to what I graded it to.
What did you grade it as?
I don't know, but I need to know. That's why, if it was from me, I would check back to.
It's possibly from you. I got it. I had it
graded
raw.
it as. Because I'm very interested to see whether my grading's way too tight.
What?
It might have come from you. I had it graded. I had it raw. Cheers, Cole. I'll see if I can sell you some more comics on Sunday.
Hi, Colin. See you, buddy. Have a good one, man.
Cheers, Cole.
Did you get
it could have been.
Did you get an envelope today, Mark?
Oh, I actually brought. I did bring. I got on a pile to bring it. Yes, Terry, I did. Thank you very much. It was very kind of you. It's really nice as well. It's a Xena, and it looks like it's is it Alex Ross?
Yeah.
Alex Ross did Xena? That's amazing. I did not know
So
that.
did Dave Stevens. Dave Stevens did Xena as well.
What? Mind blown. And who put out Xena?
Well, that was Tops and Dark Horse.
Tops, yeah.
Tops,
Dark Horse, and Dynamite. They've all done it.
Oh wow.
Yes,
That's a great show. I'm surprised they never went back to it. Because Lucy Lawless still looks incredible, even though she's in her 60s now. And
she's 58.
She was wonderful in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., although I think she was only on 2 episodes.
Yeah, no,
she died.
Mark, in our previous.
Just to say, Bill, she's 58. Don't age her, the poor girl.
She's 58?
Yeah.
Oh wow! I didn't realize she was that young.
No, I was looking up something else.
Might have been our first deal, actually, Darren, because it must have been some time ago. Because
hold on! It's an Action Comics, and I'm searching on Supergirl. That's why I can't find it.
No, it's Action Comics.
I'm searching for the wrong name.
He's looking at Hot Pants, and he's expecting to see mini.
Mind you, Bill, did you watch Lucy? Did you watch Lucy Lawless in Spartacus?
Oh my God, she was wonderful. She was wonderful.
Yeah, she got
she was wonderful on that.
She was in her.
That was a surprisingly good.
That was Terry's dirty old man grin.
Yeah. She was in her 40s then.
Yeah, well, I do have to say this. Of all of us, the dirtiest man grin that any of us has to be Gray. Of course, Gray is often in bed when he's on the show, so it's like. But I love you, Gray. I love you.
A good impression, Bill.
Meanwhile, at home, he's gone.
Mark, I was say that was the pens there, or did it fall out?
I didn't see a pen.
There should be a pen in there.
And when you turn it upside down, the girl takes her clothes off.
No. It's one of my pens.
I didn't see that. I'm going to have to go and search.
Oh, those
Terry.
are not. Oh, I love those, Terry.
I didn't see a pen. I must have. It may be still in the packaging. I'll need to go and have a rummage.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome, Terry. I love your branding of your stuff. I really think. What'd he say? What'd he say? Bring that back up, please. I couldn't read it fast enough. Wait, what? See a lot of her on that.
You got a lot of Lucy Lawless, certainly did.
Oh! I gotcha. I thought he was talking about his dirty old man smile. So, what is Darren doing now?
I don't know, but I'm going to end the show in a second. So
you are, so he better hurry his white-haired ass up. I don't know if his ass has white hair. I don't know why I said that. But
I don't really want to know, actually.
I don't either. I don't even my mind can't shut off the imagery. It's really horrible. But
Gray, nobody wants to see that, including me.
When you tilt Terry, go off.
Nobody wants.
Don't tilt Terry,
including me. I get undressed in the dark these days.
That's a great name for a band.
That would actually be a great anti-incentive device, wouldn't it? It would be unless you buy this comic, I'm going to send you this pen.
It sounds like one of those kids games from the 70s, like Hungry Hungry Hippos or Don't Wake Daddy. Don't tilt Terry.
Don't tilt Terry.
I think Hasbro, if they're watching, I think they have their latest game craze of the year. If you tilt Terry too much, his clothes come off. Oh my God, blimey! Don't tilt Terry by Hasbro.
Like I say, I get undressed in the dark now. Not even I want to see that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no,
That's
I'm
bad.
with you.
So I have to say, I don't know if you guys are keeping. I think you are, but oh my God, Daredevil is off the hook. The series Born Again is just amazing.
Oh, I need to watch that.
Yeah, it's really good, and I have to say, D'Onofrio should get an Emmy for his role this time because he's just amazing. Oh, that's great.
Got that one.
I couldn't find it, Mark, in
No.
a box, but I brought some comics up just to make you all drool.
Is that a big one?
So it might be one from me.
Spider-Man's never excited me. It still doesn't. Give us that.
It's a beautiful cover. Oh my gosh. Pence copy? Oh, Pence copy.
Yeah, nice.
Wow, that is nice. That's nicer than no.
Are these on the site? I'm surprised you haven't
No,
sold
these are in my secret box.
Oh right, I'm surprised you haven't sold these.
What do you want?
If you put that up, that would sell.
What do you want for that
sells.
Punisher?
I haven't got a clue.
I don't have one, so put that on the side for me and let's figure out a price.
Right now it's Punisher Spider-Man time, so right now it's going to peak.
That's all right. I still need one for my collection. It's one of the few I don't have. Oh, that's a beauty.
That's a great cover, isn't it?
That's one of the best.
Yeah.
And I believe that's the second appearance of Hercules. If I'm not mistaken. I don't think it's
the first is in the annual.
Right.
I don't think that's the second. I think the second is a different one. I think that might be
okay,
third.
you're probably right. Look at that. What's funny is that's one of those comics. It's an important key, but you can't fucking sell it to save your life.
No, it's not worth much.
No. Now that is finally going
because
up
it's
in
the
price.
wrong Captain Marvel in the movies.
Right. Now this is going way up these days.
This one's got jewelers inside it.
Oh, it does.
Oh.
I wanted to say when Steve was on, I don't know. I think I showed you guys. Did I show you guys those Mark's jewelers that I found in the collection?
I think you did, yes.
Okay. So the ones that are really amazing are the ones that are cover stock rather than the cardboard stock. And those are very hard to find. But I had never heard of the ones that sold lingerie. That really piqued my interest. I don't know why. But look at that. That's gorgeous, man. And tell me,
I think you're harsh grading. I think that's definitely harshly graded. Just looking at that from here.
Oh, look at that, baby. Good to pour?
No, that's a good with a pence.
Oh, good. Okay, gotcha.
I also think it's a good plus. I've written on it. Might get to very good minus after a clean.
It's beautiful.
And based
on
that issue. Mark's comments on my grading, I would say it's a very good in most people's books.
Yeah. Great one. That's the one that I sold to get Blanca's Christmas present this year.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
I'm surprised you haven't listed these, Darren. These will sell.
He wanted to.
These have been in my special box, waiting to be sent to CGC for a long time. I just never got round to sending them to CGC.
Is that the one you got a while back?
Well, I've got two of them. Remember?
Oh, okay.
This is the better one.
The better. And it's pence. No, it's pence.
It is a pence.
Oh, look at that. That's beautiful.
Yeah. I like that cover.
I do too. I like yellow on covers. You like pink, Mark?
I like yellow and pink. I like yellow as well.
Oh,
that's
look at that. That one I want. That one
that's
I'll buy
a big
from
book.
you before you send it to CGC. I'll give you a very good price because I really need that one. That's one I didn't get in the collection.
That's all I brought up.
Well, nice.
Look, these are for sale, Bill, but we've got things to clear.
That's okay, but you
got a stack to clear before you start adding
anything. No, you're right. I'm good with that. I've already cleared it.
Do you know what? It's been a month. I'm gonna just send you some stuff.
Fuck no.
I'm just going to send you some stuff.
No, please don't. Let me call you tomorrow.
I'll send you all the shit. I'll send you about $10 worth.
Oh, shut up. Why do you treat me like this? I'll send you $10
Right,
worth.
listen. I've got to send it to you we're talking about 3 batches, right?
Yeah.
Now, obviously, each batch is like a third of the value and a third of the weight. So if you were to choose the items, it's actually going to be a real pain in the ass to do anyway, because you'll either choose more value or less weight, so I might as well choose them anyway. So I'll choose the right value and the right weight. There's some oversized things. There's oversized things that are going to be.
Why don't you
Listen,
wait?
there's some oversized things that
I'm
need packing together.
Okay, wait. Here's what I'm thinking now. Why don't you let me pay you for everything, and you just send it in one big fell swoop?
That works. Works.
Okay, we'll work that out, and then maybe we can make a deal on some of those books you just showed us.
Sure.
To throw those in.
No problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right. Well, guys, I know Mark is dying to get off the show. I want to, Mark, if you can make us all small again, I want to raise my beer to you. Terry, you can use an empty glass.
Before you go, guys, I just have to tell you the traffic around Junction 21 on the M25 is backing up as we speak.
Why?
That went over his head. Mark, sorry, he just went over his head.
Can you explain that one to me?
Well, earlier on, he was talking about his headphones, remember?
Yes.
And he was flying a helicopter, remember?
Oh. Tonight, the traffic is backed
He doesn't
up.
Even listen to the show he's on.
That's funny. Yeah, that helicopter flew right over my head. Yeah, that is hilarious. You guys, come on, man. First you call me a cowboy, now you call me an idiot. Now I'm an idiot cowboy. That genre, I just created a genre. Well, guys, have a great weekend.
See you guys.
And,
I'll do an edit for you tomorrow, Bill, and send you the bit that's acceptable for your boss.
Thank you, Pally. With no name dropping.
Bill, if you